Welcome to Discover CTY. Thank you for taking the time to learn about CTY. I'm Andrea Henson, and I'm the Assistant Director of Recruitment. And I'm guessing you're here because you've noticed something unique about your child's learning abilities. Maybe your child is a voracious reader or has a big vocabulary and is a great communicator. Or maybe they love numbers and puzzles and all things math, or scored off the charts on a standardized test. Maybe a teacher or another adult has said something to you about their advanced abilities. You're probably here because you want to know more about your child and how you can help them reach their full potential. Since the Johns Hopkins Center for Talented Youth was founded in 1979, we've worked with tens of thousands of bright kids from all over the world. And while no two advanced learners are the same, we know they share some common characteristics. We know that advanced learners need coursework that is rigorous, fresh, and fun, that they need a curriculum that allows for acceleration as well as is enriching, that's taught by instructors who are supportive, engaging, and are skilled at working with advanced learners, that our bright kids need social interactions and connections with other kids who love to learn, to have a place to have fun, be themselves, and a sense of belonging. This is what we do at CTY. We help bright kids thrive by giving them the tools, the learning experiences, social connections, and the confidence to be themselves, to set high goals and work towards accomplishing them. So, what is CTY? We're a nonprofit center for research and innovation based at Johns Hopkins University, which is America's first research university. And we're continually advancing the field of gifted education through peer reviewed, published research into how advanced students learn and what they need to thrive. As a part of Johns Hopkins University, we have access to a community of world-class experts in fields like engineering, medicine, bioethics, public health, and arts and sciences that we can draw on when we're staffing our programs, obtaining grant funding, and taking data-driven approaches to talent identification and curriculum development. CTY is truly global, serving thousands of students from around the world each year with over 160,000 alumni. So here's what we'll go over in today's session. We'll talk about our on-campus summer programs, we'll look at our online programs, and then we'll review testing and eligibility. Now let's take a deeper dive into our on-campus programs. Our on-campus programs are designed for students who are in grades 2 through 12. Students have the option of being in the residential program if they're in grades 5 and above, where they'll be able to stay on a college campus for the full 3 weeks, including nights and weekends, or participating in a day commuter program. And these are for students who are typically in grades 2 through 6, where students are dropped off and picked up daily at the site. Students take one course over that 3-week period of time at our sites, and these sites are held across the United States. Students must test or submit qualifying test scores for most of our courses to show that they're eligible to take the course. What are some of the benefits of our advanced learners? That the small class sizes, where students are in classes that may have a ratio of one teacher for every 6 students, that there's a curriculum that's already advanced and rigor is already embedded in the curriculum to meet the needs of our advanced learners, that it allows for novel and hands-on learning approaches where students are really actively engaged and able to be very participatory in their class, where there's great courses that are not always offered in school, so students can take classes that interest them, and they're taught by expert instructors who understand bright kids. And these instructors provide detailed feedback on the coursework, as well as ensure students master skills and the concepts being taught, and provide an environment for social connections and for students to have a sense of belonging. So here's what are new for our on-campus program in 2025. These are our dates. Our tentative dates for our course sessions are June 20th through July 18th for session one, and July 20th through August 8th for session two. There's a lot of additions to our course catalog that's coming for the summer of 2025, including our Discovery Sampler course, where students can explore 3 different topics in the 1 week session as opposed to just one content area. So students may be able to take in that 3 week session a week of reading, a week on math, and a week course in science. These Discovery Sampler courses are available at select sites for limited grades. And what's great is test scores are not required for eligibility for these courses. So this is a great opportunity for students who may be new to CTY to be able to explore some of the different content through our Discovery Sampler courses. As mentioned, we offer day and residential sites as well in our in-person summer program. These were our day sites for the summer of 2024. Please stay tuned to our website this fall for our 2025 sites and dates. And this is a typical schedule for our young students' day sites. We do offer before care in the morning. Children start at 9 a.m. and students have fun learning together. Lunch is provided at every site, and then they head back for some more class time. The learning activity depends on their class, but they may spend time working on projects, engage in lively discussion, doing lab work, or participating in a writing workshop. Around 2:30, activity time starts, and students can choose from a list of activities each day. And then at 4 p.m., students head home, and again, aftercare is available for an additional cost. And here's an example of the on-campus courses we offer to our younger students. What's great about our courses is that they give students the chance to go deeper and explore topics that they may only touch on in school, or topics that are real interest to them. Topics like robotics, marine ecology, or model UN, or fantasy writing. For a complete list of courses, please visit our website in the fall, where for a complete list of the courses that will be offered for the summer of 2025. And these were our residential program sites and dates for the summer of 2024. Again, stay tuned to our website this fall for our 2025 sites and dates. Note that grade levels vary per site, so please check our website for site-specific details. Although all of our residential sites are for students in grades 5 through 12, not each site serves all that entire grade. Some sites may serve up to 10th grade, and some sites begin at 7th grade. And here's a typical schedule for students at a CTY residential site. Breakfast is served in a dining hall each morning, and the students attend class from 9 to noon. Lunch is provided at every site, and we must brag that the food at our residential sites are quite good. After lunch, students head back to class to work on their projects, labs, workshops, class discussion, and more. And then in the afternoon, they get a nice long brain break for a supervised activity time. It's usually outdoor if weather is permitting. And then this is followed by dinner in the dining hall. And then, of course, there is an evening class session as well. And as you can see, it says that social time, hall meeting, and lights are out at 10:30 p.m. So these times do vary depending on the site. For example, students in grades 5 through 6 will have lights out at 9:30 p.m. instead of 10:30. And then as you see, weekends, they are planned activities, planned supervised activities for the students to participate in, and religious services are available for students who would like to participate in those as well. And here's a list of some of our on-campus courses for older students. This is such a great opportunity for students to explore subjects they may want to pursue in college or as a career, and to build knowledge and skills they'll continue to use throughout their adult lives. Again, please check our website in the fall for a complete list of all the courses that will be available for our summer 2025 program. Perhaps even more importantly, summer at CTY is where students say they finally meet other kids with whom they can relate and have shared interests, kids who often become lifelong friends. And while your child is busy learning, having fun, and making friends, you can rest assured they're in good hands. Every class is led by both an instructor and a teaching assistant who are trained at teaching advanced learners. And every summer site is staffed with a number of administrators, program assistants, academic counselors, a site nurse, and a health assistant. And at all sites, students are supervised while attending class, eating meals, and participating in social activities. Our residential sites also include residential assistants or RAs, and there's an RA assigned to each floor of our residential dorm. All staff must undergo background checks and a rigorous interview and training process before working at our on campus summer programs. And then lastly, this is the tuition from 2024. And as you can see, it ranged by site from $3,099 for a 3 week day program to $6,819 for a 3 week residential program. Please visit our website in the fall for the most up-to-date information on our 2025 tuition and financial aid. Now let's take a deeper dive into our online programs. All of our online courses meet the rigorous standard of quality curriculum accessibility you would expect from Johns Hopkins University. Our online program is designed for students in grades 2 through 12. It provides them with easy to access courses in various learning formats that students are able to choose. These courses are offered year round, and there are different enrollment options for families. This is where students are able to learn and connect with peers from around the world. And testing or submitting qualified test scores is required in order to determine a student's eligibility to take the course. What are some of the benefits for these courses? Of course, there's small class sizes, which includes a small teacher to student ratio. The courses are rigorous, fresh, and fun. And these are courses that are not always offered in school, so it allows students to choose courses that may be a special interest to them. That our course in a curriculum allows for acceleration and enrichment, and differentiation is provided so that we can ensure that we are challenging the students at the right level. There's academic rigor that's already built into the curriculum and ways that and then all of our courses are taught by expert instructors who are able to maintain student engagement, who are skilled with working with advanced learners, and who provide detailed feedback on the student's mastery of skills and concept. And then our courses are accredited. Many of our families work with their home schools to receive credit or placement for our CTY courses. These are some of the things that we have that are coming up for our online program in 2025. So we have some new mini courses, The Power of Pitfalls of Eyewitness Testimony for students in grades 6 through 8. And unfortunately, I believe this class is already full, so that's exciting. But we do have new courses, including Be a Biologist, Be an Environmental Scientist, as well as courses that are math related, like Number Zero to Infinity, The Ancient World, The Mathematics of Money. All of these courses will have open enrollments beginning in the fall, in September, and the courses will start in January. So please be sure to check our website and look for these opening dates for enrollment for all of these great courses. And what's great about our online courses is, again, that we offer it in different formats to fit the needs of students as well as families, and to really fit the needs the way the students like to learn. So let's take a quick tour through our formats that we do offer. This is our session-based format. Our session-based formats are good for students who prefer some interaction with classmates and who want some structure in their coursework. So the coursework is still asynchronous and is independent, but students do interact with their instructor and their classmates in a scheduled time weekly. And that they also have online discussion forums for them to participate in. So listed here are some of our popular session-based courses like Introduction to Chess or Forensics and some of our writing courses. For a complete list of our session-based courses, please visit our website. We also have our individually paced courses, and these courses are really good for students who are self-motivated with strong time management skills, who enjoy an academic challenge that goes beyond the school curriculum and want to accelerate their learning or want the flexibility to take breaks. So it again is asynchronous in learning, and these students work closely with the instructor to master skills and concept, but the student and instructor develop their own learning plans. So students will have a time period in which they can create their pacing to be able to complete the course. Some of our more popular courses in this format are the process of writing, cryptology, as you can see, elementary number theories. So again, please visit our website for a complete list of all of our individually paced courses. And then we have our live courses. They're good for students who enjoy a lively virtual class setting and are also motivated to work independently, are curious and love diving into special interest topics, and who enjoy using technology to connect and share ideas with their classmates. So, quite often, they're exploring topics that are not found in school. They do attend their classes regularly, they have regularly scheduled meetings, but it's lively discussion. They're on a virtual environment with their instructor as well as with their other classmates. And so they do work together when they're on uh, in their scheduled time where they're meeting together, but there is some independent work that they will be doing outside of that time. So, what are some of our popular courses are live? Crafting the essay, fiction and poetry, microbiology, and then there's a whole list of others. So please visit our website to look at our live courses. And then we offer clubs. And clubs are really just for students who want the fun, the social interaction. They just want to explore cool subjects in a more casual setting. This is also attended weekly with other students and other classmates, and it is guided by a club advisor. And so right now, our clubs involve the chess club and our high school competitive math club. So for a complete list, please visit our website. And then these are our tuition that we have that is current. And so our tuition varies by classes and by format. So for more up-to-date information on tuition and financial aid, please visit our website. Now that you know all of the great learning options that are available to you and to your child, I'd like to briefly talk to you about our testing options. In addition to our programs, we also offer above grade level testing for students. Unlike in grade testing, which shows how your child compares with other kids in their grade, our above grade level testing is useful for families who want to know how their child's score compares to students' scores in several grades levels that are higher than their child's. Scores on above grade level tests can help accurately match your child with coursework that keeps them challenged and engaged. We use test scores to determine the eligibility for most of our courses. In addition to above grade level tests, you can also submit scores from a select end grade test. There's lots of options for testing, so let's take a look. This first option is our school and college ability test. It's our SCAT exam. This is for students in grades 2 through 12. This is a computer-based test that's taken at a Prometric testing center. And Prometric testing centers are located throughout the United States as well as internationally. So you would actually register to take this test through Prometric, and information about that is on our website. The other option for our school and college ability test is our online SCAT. This test was actually designed for students to be able to take at home. Again, this is a computer-based test, but students have the option to take this in the privacy of their own home using a PC, a MacBook, or a Chromebook to be able to take the test. The requirement is that there must be a camera that's on here for proctoring purposes, but the test itself, as you can see, lasts less than an hour, and it provides students with a score on both verbal and the quantitative section. And then we start talking about all of our testing that's through the College Board, and we call this our College Board suites of tests. The first is the PSAT 8 and 9, which is available for students who are in grades 5 and 6 only. This is again multiple choice, it's paper-based, so it's administered by College Board. So you would need to register through College Board to take the PSAT 8 and 9. And this test takes about 2.5 to 3 hours, and then you receive your results within 6 weeks. Again, this is part the SAT, which is also part of the SAT suite that is administered by College Board. Again, multiple choice questioning. This test takes about 3 to 4 hours. You must register through College Board, and College Board does have predetermined dates as well as locations where they administer the test, and it's the same results will be received within 6 weeks. And then also we have the ACT. So the ACT, also similar to the College Board, is a paper-based test. It is administered by ACT. ACT does also have predetermined dates and locations for where they administer the test. So you would need to coordinate that through your registration with ACT. This test as well takes 3 to 4 hours, and results are received in 3 to 7 weeks. And then we have another test that was also developed by CTY, which is our spatial test battery. It's our STB. This is for students who are in grades 5 through 12. This test is actually computer-based, and it must be taken at a Prometric testing center. So again, these testing centers are located throughout the United States as well as internationally. You would have to register through Prometric to take the test. The test takes between 1.5 to 2 hours, and it's an assessment of a student's spatial ability. So this is again where we're understanding there are not all gifted learners are the same, and so they have different abilities. So this one is about multiple choice. It does a lot with assessing visual memory. And this test will only allow for eligibility and qualifications for students taking math courses or the quantitative. So that would be math and computer science and science courses. And then we have existing test scores. And so CTY recognizes that students are taking tests throughout their regular school year, and many of these standardized tests or national tests are tests that CTY has now accepted as a demonstration of a student's eligibility. So if students, it's about a list of 47 to 50 different tests that are on our website. The students must score within the 98th percentile or higher, or some tests will say 2 or grade levels above the current grade. The test must be within the past 3 years in order for it to be eligible. And you can submit these test scores in lieu of taking a test in order to get CTY level eligibility. Again, for a complete list of all the tests that we accept, please visit our website. And now that you know all about CTY, let's look at the next steps for joining the CTY family. So again, you will start with Join CTY and go to our website and complete the application. You would either test and take one of those tests, the SCAT or the SAT, ACT, or you could submit qualifying test scores. So maybe it was a test that your student took already at their school and they scored in the 98th percentile or higher, and you can submit those test scores. And once the test scores have been submitted and eligibility is determined, then hooray, you are ready to grow with us. You're qualified to access hundreds of different engaging courses through our online program or our in-person summer program. So hooray, you are a CTYer. Please remember that we do have that Discover Sampler course for our on-campus summer program that does not require testing at this time and is open to all students. And then we have resources for our family. We have our Bright Now blog that provides best practice and up-to-date information and research on advanced learners. We have our CTY reading list that has books that we recommend per grade level for students to read. We have our parent group on Facebook. That's a great community to find support and more information, especially throughout the different regions and locations in the United States and internationally. And then we have our online events where you can view upcoming events and register to participate in webinars or to watch any of our past recordings to get information about other people's experience. So there may be instructors who talk about their experience, former CTYers that may talk about their experience. It's a way to get a wealth of information. All right, and that's all. So thank you all for taking the time to join me today to hear about CTY. Here's where you can find us online. So look for check, make sure that you're visiting our website to look for all of the upcoming information for our on-campus program for the fall, for the summer of 2025. Right? Thank you all for joining me today.